Is dinner time starting to feel more like a battlefield than a family meal? If you're exhausted from the just one more bite negotiations and the constant worry about whether your little one is getting enough nutrients, I want you to take a deep breath. You're not doing anything wrong, and you're definitely not alone. I'm Dr. Knit, and in this video, we're going to transform those mealtime meltdowns into moments of actual connection. Stay with me because we're fixing this together, right now. Let's be real for a second. When your child pushes that plate away or screams at the sight of a broccoli floret, it feels personal, doesn't it? It feels like a failure. But here's the first thing I want you to tuck into your heart. Food refusal is rarely about the food itself. For a toddler or a young child, the dinner table is one of the few places where they actually have power. They can't choose when they go to sleep or what they wear to school, but they can choose what goes into their mouth. Sometimes that no is just them finding their voice. Other times, it's a sensory overload. The texture is too squishy, the smell is too strong, or the colors are just too much. By understanding that this isn't naughty behavior, but a form of communication, we can stop reacting with frustration and start leading with curiosity. Trust me, once we shift our perspective, the pressure in the room just evaporates. I know exactly what's going through your head. When they haven't eaten more than 2 crackers all day, you're worried about their growth, their brain development, and honestly, you're probably worried about what the pediatrician or your mother-in-law will say. This parental plate watching creates a huge amount of invisible tension. Kids are like little emotional sponges. They pick up on your heart rate, your tight jaw, and that "please just eat" look in your eyes. When they feel that pressure, their fight or flight response kicks in. And guess what? Nobody is hungry when they're in fight or flight mode. It actually shuts down their appetite. So our first big goal isn't to get the food into the child. It's to get the stress out of the parent. We need to lower the stakes. It is okay if they don't eat a full meal tonight. I promise they are going to be just fine. Let's look at how we change the dynamic. Have you ever heard of the division of responsibility? It's a total game changer for your sanity. Here's how it works. You have a job, and your child has a job. Your job is to decide what is being served, when it's being served, and where it's being served. That's it. You're the consultant, the chef, and the scheduler. Now, here's the part that's hard to swallow. Your child's job is to decide whether they eat and how much they eat. When we try to do their job for them, by coaxing, bribing, or forced feeding, we cross a boundary that leads to power struggles. When you truly embrace this, you realize you don't have to make them eat anymore. You just provide the opportunity. It sounds scary, I know, but when you stop the tug of war, your child often stops pulling back and starts getting curious about what's on the plate. Think about the last time you went to a dinner party where you felt judged or rushed. You probably didn't enjoy the food much, right? We want to make our family table the most relaxed place in the house. This means no screens, no iPads, and most importantly, no food talk. Instead of saying, "Eat your peas, they make you strong," try talking about your day, or what color the sky was, or a funny thing the dog did. We want to remove the spotlight from the child's plate. If they see that you aren't obsessively watching every forkful, they'll start to relax. Use soft lighting, maybe some background music, and keep the rules to a minimum. When the table is a place of laughter and stories, rather than a place of shoulds and musts, the child's natural hunger cues finally have a chance to speak up. We've been taught not to play with our food, but I'm here to tell you, play is the highest form of learning for a child. If a food is scary, the best way to make it less scary is to interact with it without the pressure of eating it. I call this food science. Ask them, is this carrot louder or quieter than the cracker when we crunch it? Or, can you make a beard out of these sprouts? Let them touch the textures, smell the spices, and even lick the food and spit it out if they want to. This isn't bad manners, it's sensory desensitization. If they can touch a mushroom with their hands, they are 10 times more likely to eventually put it in their mouth. By making it a game, we bypass the fear center of the brain and engage the discovery center. It's messy, yes, but it's the bridge to a brave eater. One of the biggest mistakes we make is serving a plate of entirely new or scary foods. Imagine being served a plate of insects. You'd probably lose your appetite immediately. For a picky eater, a plate of unfamiliar veggies feels just like that. So here is your new rule. Every single meal must include at least one safe food. This is something you know they like, even if it's just plain bread, white rice, or sliced apples. By having a safe food on the plate, their brain stays calm. They know they won't go hungry. Once they feel safe with that one familiar item, they are much more likely to look over at the new food and maybe, just maybe, give it a tiny poke. We aren't hiding the new stuff. We're just giving it a familiar friend to sit next to. It builds confidence, one plate at a time. Our kids are watching us much more than they are listening to us. If you're sitting there eating a salad while making a face, or if you're constantly talking about being on a diet or how much you hate certain foods, they're picking up on that food is complicated vibe. We want to model adventurous eating ourselves. Let them see you try something new and say, I'm not sure if I like this yet, but I'm going to try another bite to see. Show them that it's okay to have preferences, but it's also okay to be curious. Also, try serving meals family style in the middle of the table. When they see you happily scooping up various foods and enjoying them without making a big deal out of it, they'll naturally want to mimic you. You are their North Star. If you're calm and adventurous, they'll eventually follow your lead. Did you know it can take 15 to 20 separate exposures before a child's taste buds actually accept a new flavor? Most of us give up after 3 tries and say, oh, he doesn't like spinach. But the truth is, he just hasn't learned to like it yet. Think of it like learning a new language. You wouldn't expect your child to speak fluent French after 3 lessons, right? So don't stop serving the rejected foods. Just serve them in tiny, tiny portions. We call these learning bites. If they say, yuck, just calmly respond with, that's okay, you're still learning about this food. You don't have to eat it. No drama, no hovering. Just keep showing up. Persistence without pressure is the secret sauce. One day, out of nowhere, they'll surprise you by taking a bite and saying it's actually okay. And that, my friend, is a massive win. I know the temptation. They won't eat the pasta you made, so you run to the kitchen to make them a grilled cheese because you just want them to eat something. I've been there. But here's the thing. If they know a better option is coming, they will always hold out for it. To break this cycle, you have to be kind, but firm. The kitchen isn't a restaurant. If they don't want what's served, that's okay. They can choose not to eat. You can offer a very simple, boring alternative, like a plain piece of bread or a glass of milk, so their tummy isn't growling. But don't make a whole new, fun meal. By keeping the alternative boring, you're teaching them that while you respect their choice not to eat, you aren't going to spend your night as a short-order cook. It sets a healthy boundary that actually makes them more likely to try the main meal next time. We've covered a lot today, haven't we? From the division of responsibility to the power of safe foods, the main takeaway I want you to remember is this. You are a great parent, and your child is a great kid. This is just a season, and with a little less pressure and a little more play, it will get better. My goal is always to take these big, overwhelming parenting hurdles and break them down into simple, loving steps you can use tonight. If this helped you feel even a little bit lighter, please hit that subscribe button and join our little community. I'm here to make your life easier, one tip at a time. And hey, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's the one food your child absolutely refuses? Or tell me what topic you want me to dive into next. I'm Dr. Knit, and I'll see you in the next video.